Hello and welcome back to Going Pro, a series to help us understand what does it mean to behave and act in a way that is professional in the business world. And to be clear, this has nothing to do with how you dress. Here's the thing. I think pros, professional business people and business people who are going pro, love sales and marketing. They understand that sales is oxygen to a business. They understand that the process of delivering your message to the world, what we call marketing, is vital and necessary, and they love it. You will never hear a professional say, I don't want to be salesy. They fully understand that salesy, that thing that people are worried about of being salesy, that's just bad sales. That's just misunderstanding what sales even is. Pros love sales and marketing. Now, they may not be good at it. It's a technology. It's a practice, and some people are better at it than others. But they love it and they make room for it, and they bring people onto their team and into their world to help advance the process of sales and marketing. Not everybody is a good salesperson. Some of us are product people. Some of us are finance minded, and those are different energies that need to exist within a business. But the sales function is the first step in almost every great business venture. It's an act of deep curiosity and humility to go out into the world and figure out problems people have and then help them solve them. We call this product market fit. And we want to have a good fit between our product and the market that it serves. But to do that, you often have to start with the market. What's going on in the market? What's happening out there? You can't assume that you know. And it's the sales energy, the marketing energy that goes and explores the market space, and then will understand the problem, understand the customer, understand the pains that they have related to this problem and the gains that they're looking for, and do the work to well, it's almost like getting inside their head so that we can design products that are going to solve real problems. I tend to think of this process, the process of sales, when done well, as a sacred act. There's also the slimy act of sales, right? Everybody will say, well, I don't want to be a used car salesman, as though every used car salesman is some sort of slimy, plaid wearing carnival barker. That's not true. There's tons of people who sell used cars do it in a way that is sacred. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is this. If there are people in the world who have problems, I don't mean third world problems. I don't mean life-threatening problems. I just mean there's a pain point in their life. And you have the ability to solve that pain. I think you should. I think that's what business is for. Business is a way of getting things done. It's not the only way we get things done, but it is a way, and it's a pretty dominant way that we get all kinds of wonderful things done. And what we're getting done is solving problems. So the problems are producing pain. The solution, you could think of it like a painkiller. And there's 4 different kinds of pills, we'll say, metaphorically speaking, that you can deliver. There are pills that they're just sugar pills. They're nothing. They don't do anything, but they're sold, right? They're sold all the time, and there's a marketing story around them, and there's this claim to value, but they don't do anything. Those aren't good products. That's the slimy act of sales, is pretending something is valuable when it's not, pretending it will solve the problem or relieve pain when it won't. Don't do that. That's not sacred. But then there are other products that get developed to address problems that have yet to emerge. Those are like vitamins, and they're good. There's nothing wrong with them, but they're solving future pain. And very often those make very difficult value propositions. And very often they're not actually something that you want to sell. Business isn't even the right mechanism through which to deliver the equivalent of a vitamin. It's kind of like most education. Elementary school education is a vitamin. We're trying to instill in people the things they're going to need in the future to have immunity against all kinds of problems in the world. And that's great. But that's not a business model. Then there are pain relievers that are designed to solve acute in the moment pain. Those are products that business has a tendency to deliver. But there are painkillers with side effects. And painkillers with side effects are fine, but you've got to disclose the side effects. So if you're presenting a solution to someone's pain, but it does have some side effects and you're not disclosing those, that might not be the best marketing approach. That might not be honest and integrous, might not be the sacred act of sales that I'm trying to talk about. But if you are disclosing the side effects and you're letting people know, this is my value proposition, this is my claim to value, but here are some side effects, that can be very, very helpful marketing. You let the consumer decide if that's what they want. But the best products are products that resolve the pain or solve the problem that people are experiencing, and there's no side effects. And if you can develop a painkiller that has no side effects, and you won't go through the process of letting people know it exists, the sales and marketing process, I think that's mean of you. It's incumbent upon you. It's authentic. It's integrous to take that to market and let people know. That's what sales and marketing is. It's letting people know that there are very real solutions to very real problems. And when you put those two things together, you create value. And the money that changes hands is just a measure of the value that got created. I think sales of that format is sacred. It's an act of helping people with real problems. It's an act of creating gain in people's lives that produce real delight. So don't be corrupt. Don't be slimy, but sell, market, promote, communicate, tell your story. Tell it in a way that allows people to understand the value that it will create in their life. If they don't want it, if they don't have that pain, don't sell it to them. That's fine. I used to teach marketing at a university, an intro to marketing class in a business program. And people would come in and they'd feel nervous, or I don't know, they didn't like the topic. I think they have this notion that sales is somehow a place they want to stay away from, and self-promotion's a bad idea. And a lot of them are good product designers or things like that. And they have this notion of, if you build it, they will come. And they just want to make quality products and then have people come find them. Because it's vulnerable to put your claims out in the market. It's vulnerable to make claim to value and be told that's not good enough yet, or that's amazing, or someone says no and rejects you. That's all vulnerable stuff to do. And so they had this, I had this class, and they'd start out nervous about marketing. They didn't really like it. And as we would talk, it would become clear that what they didn't like was bad marketing. What they don't like is bad sales approaches. But they would talk all the time about their favorite brands, their favorite products, people who tell wonderful stories in the marketplace that they're very loyal to or committed to. They would talk about companies that they willingly submit to marketing. They willingly give them their email address, their phone number. They receive communication from them. They're on mailing lists. It's what Seth Godin calls permission marketing. Because in permission marketing, we give permission to be marketed to, because the marketing has created a relationship that's built on trust. It's still sales and marketing. It's just good sales and marketing. And I came to the idea, or the conclusion, I guess, or I noticed the conclusion, that what people don't like is bad marketing. And as a result of that, they can see it. And so they call that marketing. They love good marketing, and they don't even call it marketing anymore. They call it a relationship. They call it brand loyalty. They call it good. What pros know how to do that amateurs don't is engage in relationship building and trust building in a way that gets them noticed and tells their story to the people who want to hear it. Pros love sales and marketing like that.